on that phone, that movie did a entirely different spin. The energy picked up.
You gotta give me your contact information over there.
I'm on Facebook.
Sam the Man.
We're just gonna put Sam Burns, and I even like put up some of the trailers and sometimes I
There's a lot of Marvin Gaye.
Well,
Marvin Gaye.
I've always listened to you play. It's my first time hearing you talk.
But Marvin Gaye, the orchestration, I don't think there's nothing nobody the arrangement and orchestration. I don't think
he's such a deep guy. I remember when you hear Marvin when he talks, he said, you know, I'm fascinated, you know, by aviation. I can just tell by you know how he talks, you know. But there's an album that Bill Cosby did, and he spoofs all the popular R&B artists, and he does a song like Marvin, and he talks, you know, does it like they used to call it a rap back then, but it's the
when he talks at the end of the record.
Yeah, but he sounds like Marvin, and the music, you know. You know how Marvin would do the voices and overlay them, you know.
But one of the things that you know, but a lot of people don't know about him, is that he wanted to be a crooner. And because he wanted to be a crooner,
he was a drummer.
Yeah, right. And he listened to music different than the R&B thing, so he really listened to that old orchestration and tried to.
He wanted to be like Sinatra.
Right,
remember that album? That they didn't want it. They just like he financed the album himself. He financed the album himself, and brilliant. I mean, you talking about the wealth of. I'm talking about rich. His mind is. You know, Marvin was just. It's just powerful. You know, there's certain people say, you know, I'm a Prince fan. I'm such. And the only person I can identify like right now in my life is Marvin. The demons and just things, you know, I mean, you know, as a human being, and he was so vulnerable, but not being a pushover. You know, I mean, he was he could be a man's man and that sort of thing, but he was just so special. There's a movie I gotta find. I think the only film that he was in was Chrome and Hot Leather.
Oh, he was in a movie. It
was like a biker movie. Because, you know, people talk about exploitation and blaxploitation. Fuck that. There was sexploitation. Russ Meyer. Biker exploitation. They did the gangster exploitation. They always did like, you know, Big Bad Mama, Young Dillinger. They had all these, you know, that kind of gangster movies and stuff. So they did genres. I mean, westerns, they did them to death to the point where the only way they brought him back, westerns brought him back, was when Clint Eastwood. You know, and they started making spaghetti.
And the Magnificent Seven was right before that.
The
last of those traditional movies.
You know what? And that's funny when you mention it.
That's Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai.
Yes.
And when you think about Fistful of Dollars, what Clint Eastwood was playing was Yojimbo.
Yeah, that was the
Yojimbo.
Yeah.
You know. So it's just brilliant.
He was a fan of Kurosawa.
Rainbow,
yeah, he was a fan of Kurosawa too. Kurosawa, the guy that did Fistful. He was a fan of him too. They both made that movies from Kurosawa.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Hollywood make.
But Magnificent Seven, that's my favorite. That's
Magnificent Seven
Western.
Yeah, that was. You know what? When they did the Return of the Magnificent Seven, it was boring. But you know what was really good?
But that was perfectly cast, the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
But James Coburn, you know, he was into that Eastern stuff.
Oh hell, Coburn was. He's from my cool. You one of those white guys that were the coolest white guys back then?
James Coburn.
Steve McQueen.
Bad motherfucker. Fort Apache.
Yeah. Number one. Paul Newman.
Yeah. I love Paul Newman.
Paul Newman. James Coburn. I got
James Coburn too.
Lee Marvin.
Lee Marvin was dangerous.
Lee Marvin in the Dirty Dozen, carrying that whole thing. You talking about the dialogue in it. When I liked him, when he came into the room with Charles Bronson, and you know, because Charles Bronson killed the guy, you know, his bare hands, he killed him. He said, when he was leaving, he says, "You made one mistake." He said, "What's that?" He said, "You let him see you do it."
Right. Yeah, I told him about the Iceman Cometh, Eugene O'Neill with Lee Marvin.
Yeah, and see, that
brilliant. Nice.
And the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, even Rock Hudson did one of my favorite movies. He did a movie called Seconds. John Frankenheimer.
Oh, okay.
John Frankenheimer, who did Manchurian Candidate. He did, what's the other big thing? He did Manchurian Candidate, 52 Pickup. God, what else? Some other great movies Frankenheimer did.
He did a lot, I can't think of it.
He did a lot of fine films. But this movie is about this very rich man. And I mean inherently wealthy. So this was dealing with plastic surgery before plastic surgery. So it made him look younger. But they changed everything. He had a new identity. The thing about it, he started talking about the corporation that helped him change. And it was supposed to be hush-hush about it.
And was that supposed to be?
Seconds.
Oh, I never saw that.
Dude, if you would say your jaw would drop.
Because I wasn't a big Rock and Hudson fan, but I saw Giant. He was good in that.
Giant was great.
Yeah, he was good in that. I've seen some movies he was good in.
Yeah, and sometimes he seemed to be putting in, but in Giant he was great. Yeah, but you have to see, but he was.
Seconds.
He was still a box office. He made money and
so much money.
And see, a lot of gay men.
Yeah, he was the new Cary Grant. He was the tall, dark, and handsome extension of Cary Grant.
See, the thing is that if you were making money for the studio, they didn't care. So look,
Tab Hunter.
You're my meal ticket. I'm not gonna let you go. We're gonna keep it hush up.
Remember Tab Hunter?
Yeah.
He made a fortune. He's still around too.
Dude, you need to go to this. It's called Drive-In. I forgot the name of it, but you see like the actors who are no longer around.
Yeah, right.
And you see their careers and stuff like that. And it's so mind blowing. And like I didn't know Stephen Boyd died at like 47.
I know, yeah, Ben-Hur.
Yeah. Ben-Hur and Fantastic Voyage and stuff like that. And you see like their careers. And see, back then, if somebody have a misstep, their career is over. Somebody can make a misstep, but they can bounce back. You understand? And it's more control.
I think he had appendicitis or something that they didn't. He died from appendicitis.
No, he died of a heart attack.
Oh, he did? Okay.
He died of a heart attack. They're playing golf.
Oh, okay. Yes, yeah.
Right.
He was 47.
Yeah. Lex Barker, who played Tarzan, took over Johnny Weissmuller, walking the streets. Bang!
But a lot of young actors, if they want to really see film acting in their day, is John Garfield. That's a
John Garfield.
A lot of young actors.
Body and Soul. Body and Soul.
Oh yeah, I've seen all of that.
Even
like the
original Postman Always Rings Twice.
Yeah,
dude, that movie still holds up. And I'm telling people, I said, there's a lot of movies out here that don't hold up. I mean, like popular modern movies. I said, you know, a movie don't hold up. I said, what's that? I said, The Golden Child.
They were part of the group. The whole theater thing of progressive.
Doesn't hold up. You look at the special effects. Yeah. But see, there was another thing. We were talking about films, and Adrian Lovin asked me to come up to what's his name? Come up to Howard and speaking to the students, and they were fascinated. But I challenged them. I brought up girlfriends. One girl said, "That's nothing but a black Sex in the City." I said, "No, no, it's not." I said, "No, it's not." I said, "Spiritually, it's not." I said, "Why do you?" I said, "This is something that disturbs me. Why do we have to still, in your mind as a young person, we have to be second best?" You understand? I said, "You never hear anybody say, 'Oh, he's the white Denzel Washington. He's the white.'"
Absolutely.
You never hear that. I mean, I hear somebody like Lisa Ray. I mean, you know,
I don't like her. She gets on my last nerve.
Well, I do understand that, but Lisa Ray. But Lisa Ray, the thing is, but the thing is, she hustles and she's Chicago girl, and so you know, she's a marginal B actress. You know, she could be in B movies.
Didn't her father do something?
Huh?
Her father was something.
I don't know. She said something that pissed me off. She pissed me off when she said this. But I didn't say, you know, I want to be like the first black Angelina Jolie. I was like,
oh my God.
Could you say Pam Grier? Could you say
oh
Gloria
my
Hendry?
God.
Could you say the sisters who was out there?
Did she say the first black Angelina? Oh my.
But look how old. But you got to realize how old she is. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a level of ignorance right there.
Yeah, but she didn't see the burnings in the street. She didn't see firsthand. She didn't see groundbreaking stuff. You understand? She's like a child of the 70s. I mean, the kid of the 70s and the 80s. You understand what I'm saying? And even her life, she's got, you know, I mean, please, she run around aimless, you know, that kind of thing. And she was blessed to be in the Players Club.